Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is a really beautiful message. It's all about you guys operating. I'm hearing under a new frequency, and there are new resonant experiences that are attuned to this energy that you're emitting into the quantum field, and that's leading to the quantum field bringing you back opportunities, experiences that are going to lead to, I'm hearing, very nourishing experiences for your soul's exploration. So there could be new things that you're wanting to venture out into, new things that you're wanting to broaden your horizons in regards to. But scene one, I call it, you're on the rise and the universe wants to bless you, and it's because of your rise in frequency. All right, so your energy has began to inform matter, and this leads to you having a different kind of mastery over matter in the third dimensional realm, because your whole body has now been lifted, okay, by light, by consciousness, by truth, that the fact is your infinite potential, and you're operating, I'm hearing, under this new law which is governing your external factors. Okay, so this could be like a new internal harmony that you found within, but the law of cause and effect, I'm hearing. So there's a new cause that you're making during this time, or you're being called to make, and I keep hearing like gusto, so there could be a level of gusto in regards to this. I feel like that's something big. Let me just go ahead and look this up, but it's a really exciting message. Let me just see real quick why I'm hearing that. Gusto. Gusto is an enjoyment and enthusiasm in doing something. So yeah, you could have something with work that's being executed. Maybe it's some kind of creative matter, but there is an enjoyment or enthusiasm that you have around this. There is a level of excitement, and also I'm hearing anticipation. I'm hearing even that your guides have, I'm hearing that something's going to be safely delivered to you, okay, and you're going to be safely able to receive something. Okay, there's something about you being receptive to this. Okay, so in this astral travel, I saw a mystic who received an anonymous donation, and he was talking to somebody about wanting another probability in regards to what's the probability of me, reaching A, B, and C. And the person responded, well, that's going to be X, Y, and Z. So there's something around a fast track to success is what I'm hearing, where you're soon going to be starting off at ABC, and then you're about to find yourself at the end of the road that you once prayed to even start on. That's what I'm hearing. You're about to basically see or receive an answered prayer, right? That's what this feels like. So he wanted his perspective to open his mind. So I feel like the universe is kind of coming in and performing the best magic trick that you've ever seen. And I'm hearing it's because you're operating under these new set of physical laws. And he asked about something and if there would be another way of doing things, and he responded, there's an infinite way of doing things. So you're about to be shown a way. I'm hearing when there appears to be no way, all is not what it appears to be, okay, during this time. So you are going to be led, I'm hearing, through this more internal hurdle. But yeah, there is almost like these glitches that you're going to be experiencing where things really are not what they seem to be. There's a lot that's happening behind the veil, or things that you are yet to look at that you can foresee right now. All right, I'm hearing for the foreseeable future as well. So there is going to be this period of no man's land that I almost feel like you're going to be in, but you are being prepared to receive. And I'm hearing there is something around this is like certain, all right? Anyway, this person was scouted to be where he was to get to X, Y, and Z when he had just prayed to even start at A, B, and C. And it wasn't just by chance. There was a clear indication that he was chosen for this role, and he exceeded the expectations of the one he was chosen by. So there's almost something around you kind of exceeding your own expectations, exceeding others' expectations, but there's something around the reason why you're going to excel exponentially in this endeavor is because you're in your element. That's what this is. I'm seeing a planet's exaltation. So there's something about you're going to be able to perform this very well. It's like a smooth glide. I'm actually seeing A, B, and C, and they glide and suddenly they blink and they're already at X, Y, and Z. That's what I get. So it seems like a quantum jump or quantum leap. These are all additional messages that are coming through. But anyway, when I was writing this down, it was 444. So you are being well protected on this path. And donations in the metaphysical realm represent self-worth, a readiness for success, openness to receiving gifts or recognition, whether it be monetary or symbolic. It can indicate that you're feeling supported as you open yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities. So it's a very positive symbol, as you can imagine. It's all about good fortune and abundance coming your way. Abundance in many forms. Like, this abundance is not just going to be monetary. I'm hearing that is just going to be a side effect, all right? Yeah, it's just going to be a side effect, but there's abundance in connections, there's abundance in networks, there's an abundance in experiences that are also coming your way. It comes in more forms than one. That's what they want you to emphasize in. That's what they want me to emphasize on, all right? Because abundance comes in more forms than one, so don't I'm hearing be ready to receive all kinds of abundance that's coming into your life. That's what I'm seeing, all right? But yeah, major growth. It also represents, again, change, opportunities, and something intangible or tangible that you could be receiving from the universe and others, and also support and recognition that you're going to receive upon these endeavors as well, where you're going to feel like you have this strong support network. I'm seeing Jupiter in the 12th as well for some reason, so a lot of you could definitely feel supported by forces in the intangible realms. I always say when Jupiter's in the 12th, it almost is like spirit guides, right? Guides are encoded into your field, are strongly, I'm hearing, making their presence known to you during this time, all right? And it represents some kind of new opportunity that you're going to be ready to embrace. Scene 2, I call it it's time to see yourself in a new light. So in this scene, somebody was applying lip gloss and it was really, really glittery. My girls know, like the really, really glittery one where it looks like, you know, a sparkle, sparkle, shine. So I feel like this is you guys. Glitter in the metaphysical realm represents that someone or something is going to be trying to get your attention. That's what it gives me. Symbolic of sparkle is about, again, really something bringing more joy into your life. So it's almost like the universe is trying to get your attention in an endeavor, in a direction, in a trajectory that would just, I'm hearing, infuse you with more joy on a day-to-day basis. And I'm hearing whatever you do well in your 6th house, which is like things that you do on a day-to-day basis, is going to pour naturally into your 10th house, which is all about your career, the way that you show up in the world. And I'm hearing you showing up in the world with this new light and being infused with this new light, and then that leads to 2nd house. So this is interesting. Hold on, 6th, 10th, and 2nd. So these are earth houses. So this could be something that's grounding in very tangible ways into your experience. Like it's a very physical change that you're going to be going through. 2nd house is also income, also like boost of your self-worth, self-esteem that's going to be coming in, like monetary value. So there could be something around the things that you do on a day-to-day basis are about to impact the way that you show up in the world, and then the money is going to be a side effect. This could also be additional streams of income with 2nd house too, but that's what they're showing me. So yeah, there's a need to focus on expressing yourself more outwardly. And it also represents change and transformation. So some kind of change that's happening within you is going to lead to you showing up in the world very, very differently. And I'm hearing the universe getting ready to receive this new version of you as well. So your appearance is changing due to the basically glow being internally, and that's flowing through you externally in a way that other people are going to notice. But yeah, I'm seeing 2nd house kind of be a side effect of the things that you're doing in the 6th house on a day-to-day basis that then naturally pour into a new world image or public recognition that you're going to be gaining for the work that you kind of do behind the scene, or the work that nobody really sees you doing per se. And then I also saw kids in school, so you're going to see the world from a new perspective than other people, and you probably do already see the world from a different view. It's not that you can't see what others can, it's that you can also, you know, attune to a layer of this reality that they may not be able to, and you're able to kind of navigate your way through these otherworldly, intangible forces that are guiding your life in very physical, tangible ways during this time as well. So it's almost like you're existing between realms. You have this very strong correspondence to, you know, what's going on in dimensions or frequencies beyond what it is that, you know, some may not have fully enhanced their ability to attune to yet. So just trust that, you know, trust that and hold space for that, and hold space for yourself most importantly as well. And then I saw you guys washing hair in a bath. So baths represent, again, paving a new way for yourself. It represents a new beginning, a period of clarity, and purifying your thoughts so that you can start anew, okay, with the hair aspect. And this is also going to revitalize your life force and vitality. They're showing me the 8 of Wands energy, and life force and vitality is the hair in the astral realm. So this is going to propel you towards your dreams, ambitions, and goals at a very highly energetic rate. And 6th house also, I'm seeing it as, you know, clearing. So there could be things that you're kind of decluttering. I'm hearing even from your mental inventory, you know, things that are just taking up real estate in your mind that just no longer serve you. I feel like there's something that you're doing on a day-to-day basis that's just better impacting your mental health in some way. So silence is its own transmission as well. Trees do not announce their growth. If you need a witness, become your own to all the things that you're kind of doing for yourself on a day-to-day basis, because that's actually going to be very powerful and sacred to sit with that knowing internally, and that's going to literally present itself to the world. It's almost like the work that you're doing in silence is leading to people notice that there's something that you're doing differently, but they don't necessarily know what that is. Okay, so just sit with that energy, all right, and be a witness to your own growth, all right, not seeking external praise or acceptance. So something about being able to applaud yourself is something that's going to be super powerful for you, because it's your needing of nothing externally that's going to lead to others receiving you super well. That's what I'm seeing, all right. Scene 4 I call silence is its own transmission. So you guys went through a hole. There was this portal basically that opened up for you in the astral realm, and you didn't really announce that you were going into the portal. You just kind of went in it, and another woman like witnessed you do this, and it represents an era of an error is a portal of discovery. So maybe there's something that you're kind of error correcting in your expression that has been encoded within you, and this is leading you to navigate the world in a whole new way when it comes to this simulation on Earth. So maybe there's certain things that you had shared, I'm hearing, before it's time, and a new time begins where I'm hearing discrepancy is going to be key, just because there is going to be, again, this no man's land or this adjustment period that you need to focus on acclimating to, all right? There's no amount of, I'm hearing, talking that's going to change the way that you're feeling right now. So just get comfortable with the new for yourself. There's something around breaking into your new shoes. Spirit's basically showing me a few things. So a few analogies would be when you're going to new heights and you're striving towards new aspirations, right? And you're climbing a mountain, you have to acclimate to this new environment, and you kind of complaining about how you're feeling, even if it's not complaining, even if you're telling other people how you're feeling, they may tell you to stop, you know, or backtrack off the mountain, but there's something around you pushing through this disturbance that's happening with your comfort zone is something that you just need to sit with as you kind of grow into new shoes. The same thing when you're breaking into new shoes. You know, people will just tell you to take the shoes off, but in order for you to actually break into new shoes, you need to spend time walking in this new light. You need to get comfortable with this new light, with this new truth, and that's what it feels like you're going through. Okay, so silence is going to be its own transmission. The portal represents a beginning or transition, and there could be a shift or perspective in regards to how you're navigating your way through this transition. As you explore new opportunities, you're gaining some kind of fresh understanding of your situation and the way that you should navigate that, all right? So portals represent a doorway or passage into something new, and it suggests that you're entering into some kind of period of transformation or change in your life. And it's a time to understand yourself, all right, and anything that you may be feeling during this time, instead of expecting others to understand, because I'm hearing something around they would never do the climb in the first place, or they would never dare to even break into the shoes that you're breaking into. So just be okay with that, all right? It's time to lead by example and show others that it can be done, all right? And when I say show, you know, show, I'm hearing show and do not tell. It's not a show and tell, all right? I'm hearing it's the way that you show up for yourself that's going to tell and speak 1,000 words for you, all right? So you need to hear that as well. Exploring the unknown as well. So this could be a job, it could be a new relationship, even if that's a relationship that you have with yourself, and a new phase in your life, all right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy surrounding this. I want to open up with the first scene and take a look at You're on the Rise, and the universe wants to bless you. What is the energy around this donation nation tidal force, right? So my sister does that all the time when she wants the money from me. She's like, donation nation. So I'm hearing also something around the nation is this is going to be spreading across the nation, all right? Anyway, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing it's your cause coming back into effect as well. It's the energy that you've been giving out that you're going to be receiving tenfold in regards to you. So you need to know that, because I'm seeing like a donut sphere as well. So this is a vortex as well. So there's something around it's important for you to be in your own vortex, all right, and not allow external factors or situations to govern your internal state, but begin to embrace your external factors, knowing that you are the one that's governing them. All right, that's important to you, because tidal force is about the opposite side of the spectrum between the sun and the moon, and invoking different responses from those around you. So there could be something around, and then you have proton as well, which represents, it talks about the nucleus of a cell. Internally, there's something that you're processing. There's things that are also coming up quite abruptly with a wave, some kind of current. Let's go ahead and clarify one more. Tidal force and cell. Yeah, there's something that you're feeling on a cellular level. And cell, again, this is the middle of the cell, which talks about the nucleus. So there could be something around you kind of being swept away into a new network. That's what I'm seeing, a new network. And you have antimatter here as well. So this is things that I'm hearing, not really seeing right now, but you're feeling shifts happening, where there was like a nucleus of a family based off of an old resonance or frequency that you were operating from, that you're almost being, I'm seeing like a moving truck. So there could be something that you're being moved away from, where you're being led towards a new network that is in resonance with this new energy that you're seated in. Okay, there's like a new nucleus of a family, a new network, and I'm hearing a new interconnected web or structure of some kind. So there's almost like an etheric webbing that I'm seeing, where new people, guides as well, invisible energies are coming into your experience to assist you. All right, so there could be a lot that you're feeling, like a lot of changes with tidal force. There's a lot of unknown, but you also realize that this is a lot to do with your purpose with the sun, and you feel like you're kind of breaking free of an old identity during this time. And I'm hearing you could even feel like you're at a limbo right now, where, you know, the old is gone but the new is not fully formed, right? It's almost like you're breaking into this new version of self. And with cell, we'll go ahead and read this as well. There's many different functions to it, and with a plasma membrane as well, that which sits between the nucleus and also the cell membrane. I'm seeing like the plasma membrane. There could be intercommunication that's happening, where you're picking up on a lot that's going on, but I feel like you're feeling right now more than you're able to articulate this. That's what it gives me. So I feel like you're feeling more than you're able to actually articulate this. So let's go ahead and take a look at cell for you. But you feel like there's change, right? You can feel change. This talks about the key to success. All right, so you are the key to success, kind of surrendering to this change. So the fundamental anatomical unit of living organisms. So again, this talks about cells being split up into the cytoplasm, the nucleus, and the cellular membrane. And again, the cellular membrane is also the plasma membrane. So plasma originates from light. So there could be light codes that you're kind of integrating. There could be new, that's what I'm seeing, like plasma. There's new guides around you that are assisting you with these changes that are encoded into your field. That's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing encryptions as well. So there could be things that you're trying to still understand or decode in regards to what this all means for you. What else? There was something else. Yeah, this is like originating from plasma crafted by the Elohim to come and engage with the third dimensional realm. There's something around other guides that are encoded into your field, like light guides. I feel like this is intangible, that are almost playing a huge role here in, I'm hearing the passing over. They're watching me. They're watching me. Apparently they're watching you, trying to explain this or trying to articulate this. So they're with you even in times of confusion. But I was seeing a father give her daughter away down the aisle. So this could be something new that you're being contracted to. I'm hearing also, they're showing me the sacred covenant. So there's almost a contract on a soul level that's being upgraded to a sacred covenant. This could be about your journey and new things that you're kind of implementing and wanting to experience now that you've awakened within this game. All right, you're playing it very, very differently. That's the energy that's coming through. But you could be literally your guides walking you down the aisle, giving you away to something. I'm seeing like walking you into this new phase that you're being initiated into, but I feel like you're being initiated. That's what it gives me. And there's almost like this sacred act of it, you know, like a ceremony of some kind, where it literally feels like you're being, I'm just literally seeing you being walked down the aisle of some kind. And this is like very physical action as well that's happening with the father figure or the symbol. This is about you actually taking action, and you're being guided as you take action towards something that you could be committing yourself to with the marriage as well. Yeah, super interesting. So the cellular membrane surrounds the cell and the controls for what comes in and out. Inside the cell is a nucleus which contains DNA. And again, DNA stores memory, so the truth can always be found in the nucleus, within the center of your being, right? Within the root. The truth will always set us free. So there's something about you being set free. What is important cannot be seen, but it's still there working for us, full of simplicity and humility. So again, there's something about, even if you don't acknowledge your guides that are with you right now, even if you don't acknowledge them, they're still there. There is something around, again, humbly walking you to this next cycle. Some of you may want to acknowledge them or actually come into a conscious co-creation with them. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's super interesting. Yeah, but this is the key to your success right now. You're being walked into or initiated into a new time. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see. Wow. All right. Let's get a clarification for this. Tell me about the cell and the tidal force. The Lovers, yeah, a new timeline. This is basically the Lovers card. Basically talks about, there is a path that is familiar, and again, we have soulmates. So, wow. Again, a lot of you literally being walked into a new relationship with yourself, a new relationship to something, right? That's definitely what it gives me, for sure. And it's very interesting. And then you have the Protector here at the base with the King of Wands. So again, there is something about you being protected as you embark on this endeavor. All right, that's definitely the vibe that it gives me too. Right, let me think. It's all leading you towards the bigger picture, okay? I'm hearing this is like a very small part into the bigger picture. Right now, it's not the whole book, it's just a chapter. So just know that this is almost like you walking into a new chapter. There is a new chapter or season of your life literally just around the corner, literally down the aisle. That's what I'm seeing. Wow. I'm also hearing like clear up on aisle blah blah blah. So there could be something around, there's an aisle being cleared for you right now. There's things being cleared for you, all right, to provide safe passage, all right? Yeah. So the Lovers basically talks about avoid making decisions that feel familiar, because those decisions can be tempting, but there's no more room to grow there. There is a new path that's calling you that better aligns with your maybe spiritual mission, maybe your values, maybe your morals. Maybe it's a path that feels like it's just more in alignment with a higher expression or higher octave of yourself. And there's something about you embodying that, all right? But yeah, with the Lovers, there could be a choice point that you're kind of being met with right now. Let's go ahead and read this interpretation. I was going to do a really quick read, guys, but apparently not. Let's see. I do feel like you can see this for yourself as well. This talks about partnership, individualism, blossoming a relationship, and a deep connection. The Lovers and soulmates, what a pair to pull. Both of these cards sing to a partnership, romantic or otherwise. I'm hearing again, this allows you to really fall in love with life again. We have many soulmates in our lives, and they can materialize as lovers, friends, or family. We move through time tethered to these souls, and through companionship, we learn about our own individuality. When this card shows up, it's asking us to pay attention to these relationships, nourish them, and they will fill you more than anything else. So this could be intangible, but also I'm hearing bleeding into your tangible experience, because again, forms originating from plasma crafted by the Elohim to come and engage with the third dimensional realm. This is someone else who is come into the alchemical marriage and is their higher self in physical form, and there's a strong energy in regards to you working in all different kind of frequencies. But it's really interesting to try to explain, but there could be parallel life connections that you have with other beings that have also incarnated into a physical form and are assisting you. So this kind of gives me other earth angels, other guides, again, other contracts, right, with soulmates that are coming into your experience, which is super interesting. So with donation, be receptive to this and the abundance that it brings. All right, I'm going to leave seed 1 there. Let's go ahead and take a look at seed 2, which is it's time to see yourself in a new light. All right, so that's going to be a very abundant connection that's coming in for you guys. All right, this could be business partnerships, it could be in your personal life, it could be in your love life, whatever this is, but pay attention to that partnership because it brings a lot of abundance with it. All right, especially when it comes to soul growth. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at this as well. Scene 2, it's time to see yourself in a new light. All right, we have selective shield. Yeah, so this basically talks about being really selective with whom you give your energy to, and I'm hearing also for how long. So there's something around discerning, just using your discernment through dark energy. There is unknown, there are new things coming into your experience. There could be also things trying to get your attention with dark energy and you're not sure around how to navigate this. All right, not everything that calls for your attention is a call to be answered. That's what it gives me. So be really, I'm hearing mindful of who you pick up the phone to. That's what it gives me, which is super interesting. Because I'm hearing you're already on a call. You're already on like a spiritual hotline of some kind. You already have this strong connection. So don't allow any external distractions to take you away from this connection that you have that's guiding you. All right, the eternal light internally that's guiding you, the eternal light. Right, let's go ahead and read selective shield for you, see what more messages await there. Okay, selective shield, here we go. So this talks about awareness of the energy surrounding us. So we distance ourselves from people, we get closer to others, and then we look back and we do not really understand who we were and how we are so different now. So again, this is what we were talking about in regards to the nucleus of a family. I do feel like this is, again, familiar connections based off of an old frequency that are no longer in resonance with you. So allow yourself to go through that detour right now, allow yourself to be realigned and just enjoy the scenery. There's something around don't bother looking back unless you're admiring truly how far it is that you've come, because there's certain individuals that just may no longer serve a purpose in your life. They could have served a purpose, but it's no longer a highly conducive environment for optimal soul growth, for optimal navigation. Yeah, that's what it's giving me for sure. Because I'm seeing like a nucleus of a family, and there are different organisms within it, and one organism has awakened, like they have this new light, they're holding this new truth and consciousness about themselves, and it's time for them to depart. It's like you're a big fish in a small pond, and it's like you're about to be relocated towards a huge ocean. It's better to be a small fish in the vast ocean than a big fish in a small pond. So there's something around you literally have outgrown your environment because you've outgrown certain habits, belief systems that you could have adopted, and you were a witness to your own growth. So there's something about, it's not an airport. You don't need to announce your arrival or departure. Just, again, it's your actions that are going to speak 1,000 words. You don't need to announce this, all right? It's a time to understand yourself and your own needs than to seek being understood by others, all right? So yeah, this talks about we distance ourselves for a while, we will meet again later. We connect with people as if we've known them our whole lives. And I feel like this is the new connection that's coming in for you guys, some type of new connection. It's almost like you've known somebody your whole life. While for others, we have always known suddenly feel alien to us, and it's because you're no longer mirroring those wounds, and that's actually a good sign. That's actually a really good sign. I'm hearing like you're seeing your same environment with new eyes. That's what's happening. You're seeing your environment with the eyes of the soul. And there is a dissonance or disconnect that's happening there. And it's better to become a stranger to all those whom you've known than to continue being a stranger to yourself, because there's something that's awakened within you, right? We have DNA here at the base. Maybe it's demonstratable gifts that you guys want to embody, all right, or act upon, but there's new light and information that you're receiving on a cellular level. There's some type of memory, right? It's like when you incarnated into this physical vessel, you risked losing or forgetting your etheric origins, and you guys have come back into that remembrance, right? So yeah, with selective shield and dark energy, it's almost like it does require you to move into the unknown if you do choose to move away from, certain connections or a certain, timeline. It talks about being where I have to be with whom I have to be. So allow yourself to be carried away by the total feeling of absolute If your energy changes, so does your environment, right? For your own evolution. Do not resist letting go of what you no longer feel part of for the simple fact that you once did. Ooh, for something new to enter, you must make room by letting go of the old. Resistance only brings conflicting energies. That's what this is. And resistance, does it make you grow stronger? It can, until it begins to finally break you down. It's not change that hurts, but it's the resistance to change that hurts. Resistance makes you grow stronger because in resistance you learn how to surrender. And surrender is true strength. Being patient with yourself and these divine detours shows true strength. And it's what you surrender to that begins to transform you and your life. So there is almost like a crumbling or dismantling, right? A destabilization that's happening in your life. But fundamentally, it's for the purpose for you to be able to utilize that as a catalyst for your biggest transformation, to further accelerate you along a new path. Because it may feel like you're kind of losing everything that was once familiar to you, but in that process, in the middle of it all, you're finding yourself and you're realizing that there's nothing holding you back. So that's almost what, you know, is coming through there with Selective Shield, which is super interesting. I wasn't expecting that kind of to come through, but that is the timeline, right? That is the timeline split that happens there. So every decision you make creates that branching universe. So there could be, again, a new light, right? It's time to see yourself in a new light and embrace that light. No longer reduce that light to try to fit in any way. You are not designed to fit in, and you're remembering that, right? Okay, let's go ahead and clarify Selective Shield for you. Yeah, we have Two of Pentacles as well. So this is literally somebody juggling between realms. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, right? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So there could be like something that's cracking open for you, a new experience or a new beginning of some kind. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So it's almost like Humpty Dumpty was seated in a shell of who he was. He actually discovered who he was, which was the thing internally, the thing that was very fluid, and not this hard external shell, right? So it's almost like you're breaking free of a shell of who you thought you were, and then it leads to like a new beginning of some kind, right? There's something new that you're juggling in your experience. Some of you, it could be a side hustle, it could be literally just two realities, but it's almost like you're having to pick a coin. That's almost what it feels like. You're having to pick a coin. We have Three of Trees here at the base, which talks about somebody building a brick into the new era of their life. It's almost like you're being guided towards somewhere else where you can build, a brick house, right? So yeah, you're building yourself up again with that brick house, and it leads to some type of level up, but it does require you to choose where you want to lay this foundation, right? All right, let's go ahead and see scene 3. Scene 3 is silent. Is that scene 3? Yeah, scene 3 is silences his own transmission. What was the portal? Right, you have light curve here, which basically talks about new infinite potential that's going to be revealing itself to you. This is something that's changeable, and then you have flight. So there's something around you guys taking flight in a new direction, all right? With the light curve. Let's go ahead and read light curve for you. LLL. Here we go. A changeable wave, embrace the changes, right? So embrace, again, the portals of discovery, because you've discovered what has left you feeling unfulfilled, all right? So a variation of the brightness of an object over time. It provides information about the physical processes that occur. So we cannot predict how the adventure will unfold. Moving through, again, this portal, it kind of, again, does remind me of a wormhole or shortcut energy, where you're kind of, the quickest way to go through a quantum leap is to literally no longer embody the same decisions, the same... I'm hearing like literally mechanics and how you used to function or navigate the world. It's like you're navigating the world as your higher self in physical form. And that means that you're choosing different things that you once did, you're doing different things that you once did. Even if others don't expect this from you, it's something that's shifting. People are also shifting. I'm hearing their point of reference with you as this happens. Yeah, that's what's happening. Because you're no longer reinforcing the expectations that others have set upon you based upon a previous repetitive code that you kept coding into your experience. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you're changing or shifting the code. There's like an error correcting code that's happening where, again, an error is a portal of discovery. So there is something that you're discovering in regards to systems that you no longer want to reinforce in your experience, and it's leading to new potentials, new sequence of events that could unfold. New combinations that are coming into your life, new things, that's what I'm seeing. So navigate the fluctuating waves. Adaptability to changes along the journey will be key to progress. Versatility is key. So yeah, this is something that is shifting, right? A wave that is changing in your experience. And with flight, I do feel like, again, you're taking flight in a new direction. It's leading you to become, again, on the rise to success, because there's nothing holding you back or keeping you earthbound, right? You're not attaching to circumstances of the past that create these, self-created cycles of suffering. You are opening up this point of divergence for yourself by applying conscious free will, right? The Lover's card, avoiding temptation, right? Which is familiarity. That creates a contradiction between who you are and who you want to be, between what your life is and what you want your life to be. It's almost like you're becoming captain of your own ship, and your awareness is your torch. So we have water song, which is super interesting. Water song and garden chimes. So let's go ahead and find this interpretation. I feel like this has only come up like once. I'm not even sure where it is in the book. So let's see. It can't be I actually don't know where it is. Let's see. It's got to be in the major arcanas, right? Yeah, here we go. Water song and garden chimes. Duality, fusion, and entanglement and impact. Yeah, so with entanglement, this could be, again, quantum entanglement with quantum non-local connections that you have. So again, you are your higher self. You are embodying your higher self. You're not saying that, oh, it's something that's out there. It's something that you are embodying in the here and now, right, through your actions. So crashing waves carry a midnight sonata to the full moon as a collection of the garden chimes disappears and reappears. These chimes are rocked not by the wind, but by the turbulence of the sloshing waves in the water song. The earth quakes beneath the garden, triggered by sirens hidden in the waves. They sing a song so piercing it vibrates and echoes through dimensions. Like a soft spot between realms, could these two cards be merging into one? That's what's happening. It's like your non-physical aspect is literally coming into a full integration with the physical, and that is leading you to congruently align your actions according to your belief system at all times. You're not compromising your integrity in the process by seeking external acceptance, permission, or validation to choose the things that you want to choose, right? This is about the application of your free will and not allowing others' will to infringe, anything upon you, any kind of change in how you want to apply your choices, right? Your selection of choices opens up your selection of timelines. So it's up to you. Are the people going to impact the choices that you decide to make, or you're going to liberate yourself and decide for yourself, right? So when you see the card in a reading, take notice of the invisible strings that tie everything together. This is all interconnected. All others are doing during this time is offering you an invitation to become all that you claim to be, right? All whom you wish to claim to be. Practice everything that you've learned. There's one thing when it comes to knowing the path, and there's another when it comes to walking the path. So we are always deeply entangled with the world around us. You greatly impact the people around you, and they you, even when you don't realize it. As flutters in the wind and quakes in the earth, your actions, words, and influence ripple into the lives of many. So you're about to impact many. You are about to impact many. And it's through this act of courage, right? Your life shrinks or expands according to your courage. So you're making a courageous act, right? You're taking bold action during this time, at least you're being guided to. And as you do, you're about to impact many. You're about to shift many's perspective, and it's really shifting it out of an old paradigm and into a new way of being, adjusting to a new way of being as you adjust to a new way of being. So this is like huge. This is absolutely huge for you, right? With light curve, there's some kind of new thing. And again, water is very, very malleable. Water is very flexible. Water is very changeable, right? So I'm hearing anything goes, like all cards on the table with this energy, right? Let me just take a look at a shaman's dream oracle message, because I do feel like we're journeying into another world. And then I'll love and leave you guys right there. Okay, we have Horseman, Herald of Change. I love this. It basically talks about an opportunity that you're being given during this time by the Horseman to step into a new life. Confidence in your magic here at the base with the Magician's Sword basically talks about it's a tool and it's a time for action, not to just contemplate this power internally, but actually begin to act in your life. There's certain things that you may want to discard that no longer align with your highest truth. There's certain things that you want to dispatch, right, hastily in your experience, whether that be people, circumstances, belief systems, right? You've seen how you've operated under a certain set of belief systems and how that's limited the potential timelines that you can move into. What if you cut off all of those belief systems and you were born anew right now, right? So let's go ahead and read the Horseman. It's a beautiful energy. It talks about, you know, the start of a new life. So, Herald of Change, when the Horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm has a silver lining. Become the herald of positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage, and the show is on once again. So again, this is about are you willing to live up to the expectations you raise, right? There's a raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. There is some kind of message that you have to bring forth of based off of what you are going through when it comes to this transition. So that's something that people need to hear, right? That's something that you are going to be able to, I'm hearing people going to resonate with you because you've been through it yourself, you know. 1, 2, 3 vision, your path won't look identical to anyone else's. That's what this talks about. So again, keep walking that path and stay connected to the path that feels like it's most congruent with your soul's highest expression, because that is alignment, right? So let your vision be as different as you are, all right? Okay guys, I'm going to love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. If you want to join our Discord server, go ahead and check the link in the description box down below. I think we have about 150 members now, which is awesome if you want to connect with some like-minded individuals. And also check out Water Spirit's discount code that we have down below if you were looking for some beautiful high quality manifestation bracelets or any other kind of jewelry for all of your needs. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Until next time, bye.